Praise the Lord, everyone. Brother Roop here. We are doing a campground review. We are in Loveberry's Funny Farm here in Ohio/Michigan. And the reason I say that is because the campground straddles the state line. We're actually in Michigan, and the sign you see is pretty much on the state line. It's about 50 feet away from us, and so we're on the Michigan side, and most of the campgrounds on the Ohio side. And it's just north of Pioneer, Ohio. And it's a pretty good campground. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 rating. But it's got some issues that people need to know about. First one is, we looked on the website, it said $450 a month. And we wanted to stay a month because we have friends here in Stryker, Ohio. And so when we get to the gates, we find out it's $550 a month. They said, well, our website is old and we haven't updated in a long time, so it's $550 a month. So the website's wrong. They're showing a lower price. So instead of $450 a month, it's $550 a month. So, we were already here, right? And the place is out in the middle of nowhere. It's out in the middle of the country. And we really didn't find because it's Labor Day, our month-long stay will be straddling Labor Day. We decided it was okay. $550 is okay. That's not a bad price, really. And so I'm not down in the price that it's expensive. It's just that they need to fix their website, have correct pricing on the website. And the next thing is when they were cutting the grass a week later, they didn't cut the grass around my camper, even though I didn't have anything around it. I didn't have chairs or stacks of wood. I didn't have anything. And they said, well, yeah, we don't mow around your camper, but if you want to tip our son $15, he'll mow it for you. Well, I would have said no, because I could smother the grass with my carpets. I'll fix the grass, but I paid. Sister Gretchen paid him the first week, so he came out and he mowed it. He did move the picnic table, but he sprayed grass everywhere. There was wet grass on the steps of the RV. Wet grass on the table, wet grass everywhere. So I had to clean all that off. He didn't trim. I called him a week later and said, hey, you need to trim, right? That's part of cutting the grass. He says, yeah, I'll come by sometime and trim. So he eventually did after like 2 weeks. So, but then when I quizzed him about the $15, now his parents own and run the RV park. So his mother's is one they said $15 to mow the grass. Well, I quizzed him and he got really awkward about it. And it seems that that $15 tip doesn't go to him; it actually goes to the mother, to the campground. So that's another revenue stream they got going on here that they don't tell you about. It's kind of a gotcha clause, a gotcha price. Gotcha. $15 mow. And also they have electric and water, and the water's not tasting very well here. We bought forced us to buy some filters, but what? The sewage. Yeah, they have. I went brain dead for a minute. They had electric and water, but they don't have sewage. So for $15, they'll come out and pump out your tank on Tuesday. Now, if it's any other day of the week, it's $20. But that's another little revenue stream they got going on. If they're getting $15 a pop from every camper, they have no incentive to put in the sewage system in here. So that's just another little revenue stream they don't tell you about. So they got these little added costs, but that was okay. I was going to give them a bad rating because of all that, but Labor Day, they put on probably one of the best firework displays I've ever seen. And they put some money in those fireworks because they popped off a lot. And I found out later from the kid when he was pumping out my tank that they have a professional pyrotechnics guy who actually lives on the park. And so, from my understanding, he has some kind of arrangement where he has free rent if he does the pyrotechnics throughout the year. They do it 3-4 times a year. But it was amazing. In fact, I made a video of it and I posted it. It was amazing. It was as good as most little towns can put on. They spared no expense. It was very, very good. And the guy who shut the fireworks off was quite the professional. He did a great job. And we got to sit really, really close. We walked over to the lake where they shut them off, and we were really close. I've never been that close to fireworks, and kind of so bright it kind of hurt my eyes a little bit, and pretty loud too. So for that reason, I was going to give them a 2 out of 5-star rating, but because of that awesome fireworks display, I think I'll give them a 4-star rating out of 5. So pretty good little campground. If I come back here and they're not shooting off fireworks, I'll probably go to one of the state parks around here, which are very nice. You want to go to those state parks first. But if it's during their fireworks display, if they're having a fireworks display, I'll stay here again because the fireworks display was that good. So because I was here for the Labor Day fireworks display, I'll give them a 4 out of 5 rating. But I did want to warn you about all the extra little cost and the website not being right, but it's been real quiet here actually, except for Labor Day, which was the park was absolutely packed Labor Day. But other than Labor Day, the part of the park next to the road where we're at is pretty empty. So we've had lots of elbow room. Here and there, a camper would come by next to us, and we'd visit with them. But it's actually pretty quiet because right behind you is a big cornfield, and then there's woods off to my left here. So it's actually very, very quiet. It gets really dark at night too. So not that I'm scared, but yeah, well, maybe a little bit. But it gets really dark here. But it's really, really quiet here. It's a kind of a nice little park. It's a nice little park. So, but just so long as you know what the extra charges are and the extra costs are, and other than that, and the ground here is super soft. They've had a wet summer, and I'm hoping when I pull out of here in a couple of days that I'm not stuck. So because it's pretty mushy around here. And it's been raining off and on. This might be an old cornfield we're on because it's pretty soft. So anyway, that's a pretty good campground. Like I said, if they're shooting off the fireworks, go ahead and stay here. If they're not, go to one of the state parks. They got a really nice one down the road. And well, thank you very much. Brother Roop and Sister Gretchen, we are out.